Hey guys, it's Mosquito, also known as Chris. Glad to have you in my shop again this week. And as you can see, I've cleaned off my bench since last time, which is definitely a good thing. And I have a tool chest sitting on it. It's a Dutch style tool chest. It's been popularized by Christopher Schwartz lately. I picked the Dutch tool chest because one, I kind of don't really have that much space for tool storage, so I needed something. And for reasons that I can't really explain, I just kind of prefer the Dutch tool chest over the English chest. It might be purely aesthetic, it might be because I know if I have a flat surface, I'll set all kinds of junk on it, as you may have deduced by seeing the video last week of my workbench. But anyway, whatever the reason, I did end up going with the Dutch tool chest. And it is a pretty traditional, I guess, if there is such a thing, style Dutch tool chest. It's 11 1/4 inches deep, not including the 3/4 inch front and back panels. So I have enough room that I have a couple of hollows and rounds, and plenty of room for those to fit. I do hope to make a few more. I have some of the stuff that I need to make those, including some iron blanks and some floats. And so hopefully I'll have, well, ideally I'd love to have a full set of hollows and rounds, but yeah, that'll probably take a while. And I don't even know if I'll be able to pull that off. So I'll settle for a half set first. But anyway, I do plan on kind of doing the bottom next. I have a set of videos out already. I have 4 of them that I've done that get me this far. This is pretty much done as far as the main carcass goes. I don't think I really have much else. I mean, I have a strip that I'll have to put across the bottom and the front here, and then there will be a panel that's going to be the front cover, you know, just like most Dutch tool chests have, and then there'll be 2 strips that I'll use to lock that into place. But other than that, it's mainly just the bottom area, whatever I'd end up doing there. I'll probably end up putting in a shelf, you know, probably somewhere 2/3 of the way up maybe, and then coming over, I don't know, I haven't really thought about it that much, but that's just kind of some ideas that I'm rolling around in my head. I still need to do some more work on the lid. Right now it's not tapered. I just have a couple of holes drilled on the back. As you can see, they're kind of just recesses, and they correspond to where the screws go. And so that lets me open it up, and it's supported. The back of the tool chest actually supports the lid, so it's not gonna, you know, flop all the way open or something. So that I probably will refine a little bit just to kind of clean it up and maybe make it so that it opens a little bit beyond straight up and down, because right now it's almost perfectly straight up and down, and I have a feeling that if I start adding tools hanging off of the underside of the lid, which I will, that it might end up trying to fall closed on me. So that'll be the next thing. I do have room inside. It's long enough, or wide enough, I guess, depending on how you look at it, to fit my Stanley number 8. And I also plan on putting my Lie-Nielsen 164 and 62 in there, which also, obviously, I mean, gives me room if I wanted to switch out the 62 for a regular jack plane and the 164 for a 4.5 or something like that. I have enough length to have that option if I want, but I'll also be putting in some sort of a rack for chisels, marking gauges, you know, all that kind of stuff, as well as a little till for a couple of back saws that I'll be putting in there. And the plan for the lid is I have one panel saw already. It's a small 18-inch panel saw, 9 teeth per inch. I made this one. I took the saw plate, shaped it. The teeth, I had the teeth were already stamped in there. All I had to do was set them, sharpen them, and then cut the plate to the finished size and shape, and then polish it up a little bit, and then make a handle, drill some holes, mount the medallions. Anyway, I also have a video series of how I made that, but I plan on mounting that up here on the lid. A lot of Dutch tool chest designs or a lot of Dutch tool chest plans or whatever have something there for one saw, and then I also have another saw plate that I'm waiting to get to. Like I said last time, I have a lot of projects. It seems like I'm never at an absence of something to do. But anyway, I have another plate that I'll be hopefully making a crosscut panel saw to go along with this rip saw. Same size, same style, but then I'll be able to mount both of those up there. So I can have these. That's kind of what I wanted the smaller panel saws for. And that, and I do a lot of work at my bench, so the smaller size is just kind of more useful, I guess. I don't know. Works for me better, I guess. So anyway, we'll see what happens with all of that. Hopefully I'll be able to get around to making some of that progress soon. The computer case that I showed last week kind of takes priority at the moment. I mean, that one actually has a hard deadline, so I have to get that one done. So hopefully I'll have that in a future shop update, but you know, I can't make any promises on the tool chest just because I also have another computer sitting over here that I need to get done, and that's my wife's computer, or will be my wife's computer. She hasn't actually gotten to use it yet since all the parts are not really installed in anything right now because I'm still working on building the case. So I really want to get this done because up until this point I've just kind of been using it to store computer parts to keep them from getting dusty, because I've worked on a couple of computer projects before and the parts kind of sat out on a box for a while and they got quite dusty, so I had to clean them off quite a bit before I could actually install them in the system. So that's what I've been using it for so far, and it works great actually, but not quite what it's intended for. So I think the next thing that I'll be doing is tackling the bottom. I'll have to take it apart again so I can probably make some dados and stuff for different shelves. I'll probably end up doing, like I said, the shelf on the bottom and then maybe a shallow drawer or two on the top, and then leave the side tall. I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions, ideas, if you've done stuff that you're like, hey, this worked out really well, or hey, if I did it again, I would definitely not do this, I'm willing to, you know, throw some of those ideas around too, because I really haven't completely thought that out. So, yeah. I think that's about it for this update. So thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, let me know, and I will hopefully be back next week with another one. Catch you later.